Hi, I'm Jennifer. Welcome to Orton Gillingham Coaching. We have the K rule, and that is taught here on our scope and sequence. And the K rule says, CK is used after one short vowel at the end of a one-syllable word to spell the sound K. Examples are lock, pick, deck, and dunk. So those are some examples. The sound K is usually spelled with a C, a CK, or just a K. We use a K after a consonant, a diphthong, or a magic E word. And examples are trunk, spook, and lake. We use a C at the end of multisyllabic words after a short vowel. For example, music, cosmic, psychic. So some flags to look out for is that the letter C is by far the most common spelling of the K sound. Then when using the letter C, more than half the time it will be a hard C, as in the cat. When K is used as an initial letter, it usually occurs before an E, I, or Y, and that is because the C couldn't do it because of our C and G rule. C followed by E, I, or Y, or G followed by E, I, or Y is going to make the C say S and the G say J. So that is why you will see kitty. The word cat is spelled C-A-T. The word kitty is spelled K-I-T-T-Y because if you tried to spell that with that C, it would be city. In a few words from the French, the ending sound of K is spelled with a Q-U-E. Examples are technique or antique. Activity we can do for the K rule is a flashcard drill. So you have some flashcards with images on them. Let's say the image is of a duck. The student will look at the duck and say the word duck. And then they say, okay, try to spell it. So they attempt to either with magnetic letters, they could do it with the sandpaper letters, or they can just write it and they try to spell it. And then they see if they got it right. Flip it over and the word duck is on the other side so they can see if they got it. Again, we're looking for it to be auditory, kinesthetic, they're writing it, and visual. So they're seeing a duck, they're visualizing the word duck, they are writing the word duck, and then they're flipping it over and seeing the actual word duck. If they got it incorrect, you want to reinforce speaking about it, reinforce the rule, talk about it. The next activity is called interactive storyboarding. What you do is you have either sentences prepared or even a story. And as you have it heavily with CK words in it. And maybe even some that don't follow the rule, but I would first do sentences that 100% they follow the rule. And you can do, later you can introduce some that don't and have them mixed. But what you do is you have them look at the story, maybe highlight the words, and then draw little pictures to go with it. Let's say you are doing something about a truck or a duck or a dock. So you want, or lock. And you want to have them draw a little picture of a lock. You can also use stickers. So if you have the pre-prepared story or pre-prepared sentences, you also have to have the corresponding stickers to go with it. Again, you can really make these on your computer. Just go get some sticker paper and print them off if you'd like. So afterward, you would go through the story together, identifying, also writing down the CK words too. So you're highlighting them, having them draw illustrations, talking about the words. This is getting them talking about the words. That's the point of the stickers and illustrations. Then you also would have them, well, let's write the word lock. Let's write the word truck. And then, like I said, later you could introduce some words like trunk or spook, words that have the K sound but don't. But at first I would just use CK words to do this. I also like to give my students index cards with the rule printed on there, and I will put a hole punch in the corner, and then I get a little ring and I tack them together. And so students end up with kind of a big ring of stuff because I do it for all the rules, the syllable division, and it's nice because when they have a little question, you allow them to get it out and look at the rule. And when they're practicing, it's okay for them to have it sitting there and they have to read it again and memorize and soak it in, because this is cumulative. It's meant to be repeated over and over and over again. So those little index cards really do help. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you'll like and subscribe and visit the workbook store.